Very good morning, students. In the previous video, we have seen reproduction in living organism chapter, and in that chapter, we had discussed few things like lifespan, reproduction, asexual reproduction, and sexual reproduction. And I am very happy that you people were responding, but I felt little unhappy when I saw this thing that most of the students are not responding. Only one or two students were responding. So in the next class, I want that all the students, they must respond. They must give response. Okay. So let us continue our next video. In asexual reproduction, when asexual reproduction takes place in plants, then it is called vegetative reproduction. The word vegetative itself defines that vegetative parts. Let's go on definition. Its definition, it can be like this: a new plant develops from any part of the plant is called vegetative reproduction. Now, the next thing is the types of vegetative reproduction. There are three types of vegetative reproduction. First one is natural vegetative reproduction. Natural vegetative means that it takes place by itself. No role of any other living being. And the second one is artificial vegetative reproduction. Artificial vegetative reproduction is opposite to natural vegetative reproduction, because in artificial vegetative reproduction, human being is involved. Without the involvement of human beings, artificial vegetative reproduction cannot take place. Now, third one is micropropagation. Now, let us discuss these three types of vegetative reproduction in little detail. So, natural vegetative reproduction, it can be defined as it occurs when an auxiliary bud grows into lateral shoot and develops its root. Now, vegetative reproduction takes place by many types. For example, it can be takes place by stem, root, and leaves. Already we have discussed that through stem, vegetative reproduction takes place by tuber, cork, rhizome, bulb, okay, and aerial stem, subaerial stem. These all things we had already discussed in the practical session in the last class. Now, let us see another point, that is when vegetative reproduction takes place by root. In this thing, any auxiliary bud when develops on root and it falls down on the ground and gives new plant, then it is known as root vegetative reproduction. And the third one is by leaf. For example, in bryophyllum. In bryophyllum, auxiliary buds are develops on leaf, and when they separate from that leaf, they fall down on the ground and gives rise to new plant. Such type of reproduction comes under this heading. Now, the second one is artificial vegetative reproduction. Artificial vegetative reproduction, already we have discussed in short. Now, just see the definition. It involves human intervention, and there are so many examples. Artificial vegetative can take place by cutting, grafting, and layering. These are the few methods by which artificial vegetative can take place. Now, the third one is micropropagation. Micropropagation is the propagation of plants by growing plantlets in tissue culture and then planting them out. This is all in this video, and the next thing we will discuss in the next class, in next video. Thank you.